Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, man. I got to take a ride down to the country and take care of some issues that need attention to. And so this is the first time I have been gone anywhere further than going to the grocery store and back. It's crazy. I literally just got gas from BJ's. It's $1.22 for a gallon of gas. And I got 20 cents off because of items that I bought. So I bought gas for $1.02 a gallon. I'm amazed. I mean, usually if I go ahead and say, let me get $30 worth of gas, you know, I might have about 10 gallons of gas and stuff if I'm lucky. I filled up the gas tank for $30. I just can't believe that. But it's a sign of the times. And things are definitely further away from the northern part of the state. You can see the difference of things. But tomorrow is the draft. I can't wait. Michael Anthony's got Cliff. He's got the Stinking Giant fan and everything else. He's going to be live streaming. You know, he's going to be having a ball. So check out his channel. And hey, you want to get up close and personal and get to know this guy? Become a channel member. Woo. Become a channel member. I'm trying to understand why this guy is in his pickup truck. Damn. Pickup truck. What is he doing? Oh, did his hood come up? I think his hood blew up. Look at this. Holy cow. Okay. His hood came up on this old ass Ford pickup truck. Up. I mean, up. Okay, guys, you can creep on around him because everybody is slamming around. This is like probably a 1960 Ford truck. Why are you sitting here with your hazard lights like that? Because you can go. You can go, or you can pull up there. Because see, now you're blocking the traffic. Why are you stopping the traffic? You're a freaking idiot. He's got it. He's off the side, and now you're. I
know you can slowly keep around.
So here's the pickup truck. Okay. Old guy, his pickup truck hood flew off, and instead of this other person getting out of the way, he gets in, blocks the traffic over here, and there's like 55-mile-an-hour traffic that's flying through. So you've stopped it so nobody can go, so you're causing what could potentially be a pileup. Dumbass. But anyway, I digress. Michael Anthony, he's going to have a draft party extraordinaire. And if you want to get up close and personal, become a channel member stuff. Because you're going to be doing like call-ins with channel members, right? They can be part of this. So you want to be part of Michael Anthony's show. Oh, and by the way, Greg sent you some cards too. My buddy Greg. And did you? Okay, well. But you need to thank these people, man. They sending you those cards you got. Come on, dude. Those are the real deal. Those are like collectible ones, man. That's not like you just bought some bubble gum and got some now. Do they come with bubble gum anymore? They don't?
I never seen that before.
When I grew up, it came with bubble gum. Yeah. Seriously. Come on. I know some of you guys know with trade cards, you get bubble gum with them. I'm not that old, am I? Yeah. All right. So now that we've dealt with the truck that's got a hood that flew up, now that we've gone down memory lane where you used to get bubble gum with trading cards, now that we've told you about Michael Anthony's live stream and channel memberships, we're going to dive a little bit deeper. Understand when one move happens, it's like when they say, Einstein said, for every action, there's a reaction to balance shit out, okay? So yesterday, we had pendulum swing towards Tampa Bay with the Gronk. The Gronk coming out of retirement to play one more time with Tom Brady. So, you got him there. then you start looking, if you're Tampa Bay, and saying, you know what, I've got a lot of playmakers. I've got maybe more weapons than I actually need. Tom Brady is probably drooling right now, even though he's getting kicked out of parks. You know, it's amazing how he was working out in the park, and they told him, get your ass home and out of here, and ain't nobody saying anything about that. You know that? Did you know something? You didn't even hear about it, did you? Exactly.
I don't care less about what Tom Brady's doing.
Nah, but see, if that was Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott going to a park to work out after his clothes, they would have made, you know, been the end of the earth. Okay, so they have another tight end who's only been in for about 3 years, O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard, he's got, you know, I mean, you know, they were pass happy there in Tampa Bay. He's got about 1,500 yards in his career and things like that. Averages about 30 so catches a year and things. And you may be able to make a trade for him. Now, they got Gronk, I thought, underpriced for a fourth-round draft pick. But then again, if you were New England, you knew he was never going to play. And I can get me a fourth-round draft pick right now.
Go to the Lions.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that you think about Gronkowski for a fourth-round pick. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, but tight ends, they said the best tight ends come later in the draft.
They do, but that doesn't mean that you give them away. And so now you got O.J. Howard who's there, and it may be that Tampa Bay would be interested in maybe trading and getting some extra compensation for him. So the question would be, first of all, what would you be willing to give up for O.J. Howard? And I know you guys are saying tight end. Well, they say this draft, although you can't go by what the experts say, that there's not a lot of great tight ends. But like Mike was just pointing out, all the really good tight ends that are in the NFL right now, none of them were #1 picks. You know, it's literally later in the draft guys that are great tight ends in the NFL. For those of you who are just kind of shaking your head about tight end, nah, we need to draft, a wide receiver early. We need a playmaker. Listen, you can go through with all of these great wide receivers, your Antonio Browns, guys that are leading the league, past years. And let me ask you, how many rings do those guys have? How many do the Julio Joneses and things? The Megatrons, the T.O.s, okay? The Ocho Cincos. They don't have those rings, do they? But if you look at the last Super Bowls, the thing that teams have had are great tight ends. Kansas City, the Eagles. In fact, you can look at the Eagles, they say, Carson Wentz, he didn't have anybody to throw to. I'll say Zach Ertz and Dallas Gebhardt. Those two guys are really damn good. And tight ends are as important, if not more important, than your wide receivers. That's how that offense was going, is because they had great tight ends. You guys undervalue them. You look at these teams, your Kansas City's, your New England. They didn't win last year. They didn't have Gronk. But I got to tell you, them getting Gronk yesterday is a power coup. That all of a sudden takes that team to a whole nother level. And you think about past history for the Dallas Cowboys. Whenever this team has been great, it's been when we've had a great tight end. When Jason Witten was younger, we were having teams that should have won Super Bowls, but we had Jason Garrett. When you think about Jay Novacek being the original security blanket for Troy Aikman, you think about the Mike Ditkas and things. You think about the Dallas Cowboys having these great lights-out tight ends. And unfortunately, Jason Witten, he was getting catches, but he wasn't a game changer. Wouldn't you agree with that on Jason Witten? I dare say that people said, we'd rather Jason Witten catch the ball than, say, Amari Cooper or Michael Gallup. No, seriously. Because, Jason Witten was getting away from nobody.
Cooper had 100-plus yards in one game.
That's what I'm saying. So, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're going to say, who do you want to have to catch the ball? Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, Randall Cobb, or Jason Witten? Let Jason Witten catch it. He's going to catch the ball. We know he'll catch the ball for 6 or 7 yards, but he's not getting yards after the catch. And so in my mind, I could see a fourth, maybe even a third-round pick to bring that guy in here. Because think about how deadly New England was with Gronk and, why can't I think of him? Well, he literally was deadly. Hernandez. when those two guys were playing great, that offense was unstoppable. So you get O.J. Howard and you get Blake Jarwin, and Blake Jarwin steps up, that's where you're really going to improve in the offense, is having a great tight end, or two great tight ends, because that opens up the door for, again, if you got a tight end who can block and catch the ball, then you go ahead and have them block for that one count, go out in the route, soft route, boom, carry it down the field. And those are the things that are plays that win you championships. I'm telling you. So as we go into this draft tomorrow, that we're a little over 24 hours away, these are the kind of moves that are later draft picks that you can get a playmaker. What do you think, man? Does that make sense?
I believe so.
He believes so. Well, yours is going to have a lot of comedy in it tomorrow, right? Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Again, we're going to slip his feed on my feed, if that's okay. You're not going to copyright me, are you? I get no respect. No respect. All right, y'all. Be safe out there. We got a whole lot more driving to do. But we're going to get this stuff done, take care of business, and we're going to get our ass back home. And I'll see you guys later.